Jerry, we talked before the game about the tactics you were going to employ for this. They really paid off, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. We don't take credit sometimes as a coaching staff, and the players have to implement the ideas, of course. But Steve come and watched us on Wednesday night down at Gosport, and I knew he'd play a 3-4-3. If we'd played our 3-4-3, it might have cancelled each other out, and I knew they had pace in wide areas and their wing backs. We struggled in those areas at Gosport, down the sides a little bit, so I wanted to go to a flat back four. Bit of a change of personnel to freshen it up as well, as we spoke about before the game. And then I thought our 4-3-3, which we've played ever a lot during our first season here and then last season, I thought it worked wonderfully. I thought some of the patterns, some of the football was terrific first half. All 3 goals were wonderful. And do you know what? It's a really good spectacle to watch. I thought we were terrific today. All right, people are saying you haven't scored second half, but blimey, you've scored 3 goals and blown them away in the first half. And it's difficult then to replicate that because they flatten it off, going to a 4-4-2, try and cut off some lines. But we've still had some good moments there second half, and we've kept a clean sheet as well.
And it was a very open game right from the start, wasn't it, for both sides?
Well, I didn't think they had any openings. I thought it was us. We've created the openings because of our patterns, and that takes a lot of work.
Well, I meant open in terms of the attacking style of play from both sides. Right?
Well, yeah. Obviously, I mean, listen, I know about them. They've got a lot of experienced players in their team, and what they don't really enjoy is people running in between them and off them, and little sharp movements, lots of combinations in the final third. And as you could see, I mean, in front of me here, first half, some wonderful combinations and epitomised with all the goals. As I said, the 3 goals, they'll grace any football pitch, I think. They were excellent. And that didn't happen by chance. That's worked on in training. So when you talk about the pitch being made big and attacking patterns, you have to do that. When you lose it, you have to make it as small as you possibly can and compact. I thought the 2 wide boys, Adam Mann and Watto, did that terrifically well. Tom Smith is in really, really good form at the moment. Of course, Ryan Brunt's been out for a while and doesn't deserve to be out of the team probably, but he put in a really fine performance today. So what we've got now is we've got a group that's really competitive. You've got a group that are hungry to start in this 11, but you've got a group also that are together, and that's important. There's no sulking, there's no disappointments, and it's going to be like that because we've got a lot of games coming up.
And I thought also, I mean, in that first half, Chilvers breaking from deep in the middle of the field. I mean, tactically that worked so well, didn't it?
Well, we spoke about that. Even though it was a 4-2-3-1 from us, it actually went into then a 4-3-3 point down with Frankie Artis sat in front of the back four as security, releasing Noah on, of course, Tom Smith making runs beyond, Adam Mann and Watto coming off his shape to find pockets of space, Brunty looking after the centre-backs, and they quickly had to change, didn't they? They quickly tried matching us up because we were causing so much havoc and going 3-0 up. Of course, Steve has to do something. But no, I thought it was a really good statement from us. I think the form of the team's been excellent over the last 6 weeks or so, and it's great that we can put on a show like that. The atmosphere still felt a little bit flat in the ground, if I'm being honest. I want a bit more atmosphere, a bit more noise. I get it, it's Christmas. I know people are out doing the Christmas shop at the Bath markets are on, but we want it a bit more vibrant here at Twerton Park. We're 3-0 up at half time, you know. So we want it a bit more vibrant, and we have to work on that as a team together. That's us on the pitch and everyone off it.
Probably a sense of surprise, Jerry. After the record against Dartford, they wouldn't have expected to be 3-0 up at half time.
Well, there's no surprise in camp because we know what we can do, and I get what you're saying. There's a little bit of a voodoo to had over, isn't there? And we've put that to bed. It was against Gosport. We didn't have a great record, and we've gone down there and done the job. Today we've done more than the job. I thought we looked a real. I mean, some of their players are saying to me, "What a top side you are, the best we played this season." We get that a lot, but we have to earn it first, Andrew. We can't have people just saying it week in, week out. This is a tough old league, and there's a lot of players in that team who have played a lot of games at Vanarama South and above. And so to blow away a team of that experience and that quality and ability with a manager who's got a hell of a lot of experience at this level as well is fantastic for the group. And our confidence is building and building. We get opportunities to bring in people like Louis. We spoke about it before the game. He goes on. Wouldn't it have been wonderful he'd scored there at the end? That's what he's about. He's looking to shoot and score as much as he can. He's got bits he wants to work on, of course, and we see that. But he's a great addition to the squad as well, alongside all the others. And we've got people missing out up there. And it's tough for them, you know. Ollie Kunsdale's learnt now today that sometimes he might go out of the team. He's on loan. Part of his development is handling that as well. So, no, listen, we'll pull them all back in together on Tuesday. I'll go and watch Sholing versus Polton. And we'll get ready for Wildstone because top of the table, that's a tough one again. But at home, as I said, we haven't lost here since Bank Holiday August.
And you're going to be missing Frankie Artis for that one.
Yeah, we knew today that. I didn't want to say it before the game. It was an awkward one. It's the last day today for the bookings, so if he'd got his 5th one, he would have had a 1-match ban, of course. It's happened, but you don't want to say it to players because sometimes they come off their game. Frankie's game is about breaking up play. He's got a lot more than that, actually. He's got a lot of quality. So yeah, we've got a squad and we'll have to deal with that now. We'll look at Wildstone, see what they've got to bring. I think they've had a player sent off today. Jim's just told me, looking at their game. So we'll see what player's been sent off and what shape they're going to come in play. Real tough game, but what a great game. We want a lot of fans in here for that one, hopefully.
And the other thing is it also keeps that momentum, doesn't it? It makes the haven't result look like an aberration, and everything else is going really, really well.
Well, momentum's a wonderful thing in football, isn't it? We saw it in the game on Wednesday night. We had momentum, they had momentum, and then we got it back and won the game. But momentum in a season's fantastic, like you said. We've hit on it a little bit earlier than what we had last year. Of course, we had that lovely run through Christmas and at the back of it, and then through January we were superb. So trying to stay on top of that momentum and keep it rolling with you is the hardest thing in football. But we're doing very well at it at the moment. We're not getting carried away, of course, because we know this league can bite you as quick as you think you've got it cracked. But one thing I'll say is we're working ever so hard. Week in, week out, we will continue to work hard. At half-time, there was no one sat in there saying, this is job done. We are constantly working at what we can do, how we can improve. There's still bits we can improve on. But today we've gone away. Me and Jim have said that it's a really enjoyable performance to watch. Credit to those players again, because Wednesday night getting back at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, then getting up at 6 and 7 to go to work for these boys, that's tough, and it takes a special kind of person and player to do that. So credit to them all. They deserve a little bit of a rest and a break. They won't get much because they're in Tuesday, but it's important we keep hammering on it and saying, look, come on, no job done yet. Big period coming up in the season.
And finally, Wildstone next week, as you say. Is there a point to prove after the playoffs last season and them top of the table?
Well, not really. I mean, Bobby's moved on, obviously, and Dean's in there. I've got that much respect for Dean. He's a great young manager, a good coach, forward-thinking coach. Stuart came, I think, and watched us, his assistant down at Gosport. So he'll know all about us. It'll be a real tactical game, I know that for sure. We know about all their players as well. Of course, they got Misha Fetti there as well, the lad who I brought in, I've known for a long time. But no, all it is about trying to add to the total for Bath City Football Club. Of course, we'll pay the utmost respect to Wildstone. But if we get our game plan right, like we had today, and there will be another game plan, of course, we'll have an opportunity of getting something from the game. At home at Twerton, like I said, and I'll repeat, hopefully we'll get a few more numbers in here. It's a bit more vibrant. The atmosphere is a bit more upbeat, if we can. And hopefully at the end of it, we got some points out of the game.
Well done this afternoon. Great tactics, great result.
Thank you. Cheers.
Quick one, Jerry. Tom Smith's 10th goal of the season, or not even in December. It's a fantastic record for a midfielder, isn't it?
As I said there to Andrew, he's in great form, Tom Smith. I've got to say, he's a young man that's taken an opportunity to say, right, okay, for his career, he's going to sign for us. And that means a lot to him, I think, and it's settled him down rather than being a lone player. He pays for his own sports scientist in between the days when he's with us as well. So he goes and does his individual specific work, whether it's physical or whether it's technical stuff. And he said, right, I'm going to use this opportunity to also go and do a business degree, but also he wants to get back in the league. And the way he does it is by putting in performances. It won't just get given to you. Of course, he's got that safety net with him doing that, and that shows what a bright young man he is. And he's a joy to work with, as is all the players. So there's a lot of players there in good form. And in goal scoring form. Andy Watkins scoring 2 today. I'm really pleased for him. Manny's been in really good form up there. I spoke to Andrew about that before the game. They're all vying for places, and behind it, we've got some competition with some really good defenders and midfielders as well. So, yeah, Tom's in good form. I've told him. Set many targets throughout the season. He's got to 10 now. He needs to reset himself and keep that hunger, keep that desire, because Tom Smith in that type of form is a fantastic player at this level.